What is going on, GWD community? We are here with season 2 of the Kickoff. I know I haven't dropped a Kickoff video in like 6 months, but it's okay because we're back. Season 2, new league. It's better than ever. 32-man league, filled out. And so it's gonna be a good season, trust. But to make everything complete and the way I want things to go, we have to start with predictions. We did already play week 1, so I've accounted for that already. We're on to week 2 right now. Doesn't matter, okay? The predictions are still valid. I'm going by each division. I'm predicting the winner and the record. I personally think I got it 100% correct. You know, I called out the frauds and I got the legits, okay? So I think that's enough talking. We're just going to go ahead and get right into it. And we're going to start with the NFC North. In first place, I got J Daddy finishing first at 15-2. I think that's a solid record for him. I mean, he did something similar to that last league. In second, I got Trent finishing 13-4. Assuming Trent can play every game and doesn't take any forced losses, you could easily get that. Aiden finishing third at 12-5. I think Aiden and Trent kind of interchangeable. You know, either one it'll, you know, every loss will count for those two, especially in this division. I think J Daddy will take it, but those two will be interesting. And then Murder Shadow, he's probably, you know, the unluckiest guy. That's a tough division. He's gonna finish about 8-9. Probably just beat up on people outside of the division, but take 2 L's from everybody else in his division. So, RIP Murder Shadow. J Daddy takes the lead. That's my take. Moving on to the NFC East, which is the hardest division. RIP to BK Bulls. We'll go number 1. I got Rylan finishing 14-3. I do think Rylan is a better player than Brandon at this point. And I think he proves that and wins the division. And number 2, I got Brandon going 13-4. I can see him losing to Rylan 2 times. Maybe losing to someone like J Daddy, someone like, you know, GamingWithDallas. The NFC is tough. He could easily take 4 L's. Number 3, we got Smalls, who finishes 9-6 for me. I think that's possible. Excuse me, 9-8. 9-8. My bad. I knew something was off. Hell, that doesn't equal 17. So yeah, Smalls finishes 9-8. He's in a tough NFC. He's already taken 1 L. I think he's gonna struggle and finish about 9-8, but it's okay. You know, tough division. We don't expect you to do well anyway, Smalls. BK Bulls, sucks for him. 4-13, finishing dead last. Yeah, not much more to say. RIP BK Bulls. NFC South, a lot of people don't know about Pat. I think Pat's pretty solid. We're going to go Pat finishing first at 12-5. We're going to go me finishing second at 11-6. Subway finishing third at 11-6. And just interchangeable. And then we got Austin, who's gonna stink it up and go about 3-14 as well. Rip Austin, he's not gonna do well, even though he has a great Buccaneers team. I hope he can sneak in and you know, beat somebody. But I think the race is gonna come down really between the top 3. Obviously, it's gonna be another tough division. Moving on to the NFC West, I got Juicy finishing first at 10-7. Tindy's finishing second at 9-8. Get Down Buddy Naked finishing third at 8-9, and the Red Eagles finishing third at 8-9. I do think this is going to be the closest division in the entire league because I don't think any of these guys are like insanely better than the other, and then all of their teams are really good. So I can really see any of them finishing first. I do think Juicy will, just because Juicy's beat some good players in the league. Tendies could easily run away with it. He has the best team in the division. But don't sleep on Get Down, and don't sleep on the Red Eagles. Red Eagles' first year in the league. I could see him doing okay. It'll just come down to it. But that's your NFC side. Just to name out the top ones again. J Daddy 15-2, Rylan 14-3, Superb Pat 12-5, and Juicy 10-7. Those are all your division winners for me. Moving on to the AFC North, we have a Liner, who I think finishes about 12-5. Number 2, Tidy finishes 11-6. Number 3, Eagles, who is wet like water, finishes 9-8, and number 4, Seb, who finishes 7-10. I think that's going to be pretty accurate. The real race is going to come down between Tidy and Liner. If Tidy actually finishes the season and, you know, plays like we think Liner can play, he should run away with the division. Not run away, but he should win the division. And then, I mean, Tidy's a great player, and he has a good Browns team. I could easily see Tidy taking the AFC North, but I do think Liner's a better player, knows the cheese better. Wet Leg Water is going to be a surprise guy. He's the Eagles, or he's Eagles. So him finishing 9-8 was a bit, you know, I think this is a little underrated, but it's modest for him. You know, he should be able to hit that, and anything over is a plus. AFC East, I have Emergent running away, having the best record in the league at 16-1. He's in a weak AFC. He should be able to beat anybody in the AFC, really. Number 2, I got Sky at 12-5, Franny at 6-11, and Joshua at 5-12. I don't know much about Joshua and the Patriots, so I think 5-12 is okay for him. Franny, 6 wins would be the most he's ever gotten, I think. I think he can surprise and get more than 6 wins. I'm hoping he does, but it is what it is. Sky and Emergent. Emergent already beat Sky pretty handily. So Emergent should run away with the AFC East, especially because he has the Dolphins. That's a good team. And he's probably going to make some moves. Sky's going to cheese and beat everybody else. He's probably the second best player in the AFC. But we'll see. Moving on to the AFC South, which is not a great division. Probably the weakest division in the entire league. We got BK finishing first with the Jaguars, 10-7. Holding R2 finishing second at 10-7. So those two can kind of be interchangeable. Griff going 6-11, and then Lucas going 5-12. Yeah, I think it'll be a close race between BK and R2, as said before. If BK even plays, I don't really know what BK's on, but we'll see if he plays, if he finishes the league. If he doesn't quit, we'll see. And R2, same thing. 2 guys that haven't finished the season, I think, ever. So, moving on to the AFC West, last division. I got E-Buckets finishing first. It's his first real full season. He's going to finish first at 12-7. I got EKM, who I've heard good things about. We'll see. Finishing at 10-7. I got User finishing at 9-8. And I got Mets finishing at 0-17, which is the lowest record in the league. Yeah, going 0-17 with the Chiefs is gonna be rough, but I think it's gonna happen. So that is your predictions. I'm gonna go through the quick. Liner finishing first, 12-5. Emergent finishing first, 16-1. BK finishing first, 10-7, and E-Buckets finishing first, 12-5. I want to know what you guys think. Give me your predictions. Tell me what you think you're gonna finish. Also, I'd love to get some of you guys on for some interviews, some preseason, not preseason, but like before we get too deep in the season. I'm gonna want to hear you guys' outtakes on your teams. So if you want to be, you know, interview, talk about your team, talk about your competition, talk about your divisions, please let me know in the comment section, not on Discord, because we got to run up those comments. Make sure you like it, like all that good stuff. Let me know if this is an L take or W take. And I'll see you guys later. I don't have a prime time for today, but we will get some prime time started pretty soon here. But it's been real. Y'all be safe, y'all be cool, y'all be clean. Wash your hands because of COVID. Peace.